Go on that. All right, y'all can do your thing.
Do we got a countdown or anything?
This is already gone. I don't have. I'm gonna edit the intro in. Are you live already?
I'm live, yep.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna edit the intro in.
All right,
Then
cool.
post production.
All right, ready? Three,
Yep.
2, 1. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Body Bag Battle Podcast, Content of the Culture, Season 1, Episode 2. And I am your host, Spoken Motherfucking Words. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for more content and all your latest battle rap news. All right? Yo, check this out. Right now, I got a special guest with us today. This man is without a doubt the hardest working artist I know, not just in battle rap, but in music too. He just came back from making his appearance on the Bags and Bodies Hitman Holla's premiere of his new reality show. He's an absolute machine. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you P motherfucking G. Make some noise, everybody. How you doing, PG?
I can't call it, man. Glad to be here. Glad for you guys to have me, man. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Just real quick, we wanted to give a shout out to our sponsors. The next one and Hazy. We got these cartridges, and we're gonna hook up PG with the new cart. Yeah, man. Of course, you enjoyed that, and we got to make sure that we give a holler to our sponsorship. So shout out to Hazy. Make sure you go check them out. Most dispensaries out in Denver. Go check them out. All right. So PG, we're gonna get right into this. Okay.
Let's do this.
So I'll notice a lot of your interviews, they kind of dive in right away into your Bags and Bodies experience. But what I wanted to do was dive in a little bit more into your life, and then we'll kind of go into that a little bit.
Okay.
So I want to know a little bit more about you, right? So first off, I want to know a little bit more about like your hometown, like your upbringing, household dynamics, like your siblings, parents, grandparents. Like, what was it like for you growing up? And like, who do you aspire to? Like, who was your biggest inspiration growing up? I know that's a lot of questions at once, but you can start from the beginning, like where you came from, and like what was it like growing up? What kind of challenges did you meet, and like what were your inspirations?
Man, first of all, I was raised in Aberdeen, Mississippi. Population like maybe 5,000, 6,000 people. I lived there until I was 15 years old, and I lived in a house with my sister. I have a younger sister named Mariah. I got a younger brother named Blake. I brought him out to some of these events, along with my mother, and my father was there. He was there as much as he should have been. I would say around like 9, I really got inspired into music, and I kind of stayed in that lane. And going through like school and being around people who weren't as determined as me or had some type of direction of knowing what they wanted to go through, I think I went through the obstacles, the trials and tribulations of trying to stay focused.
Okay.
Of course, there was a lot of stupid shit from street bullshit to ladies to a lot of things that tried to stand in the way of my goals.
Okay.
Along with doubt, discouragement, things not turning out the way I wanted to. Around 15, I moved to Maryland, and I think I got some type of insight to see just how much of a southern draw I had at the time. Being in Maryland, when I first got there, I wasn't able to articulate the way I would like to. I used to get clowned a lot too when I first hit Maryland. They would just they wasn't trying to hear what I had to say at all. I would make CDs and I would find them laying in the street from people just throwing them out. But I kept going, and
is that what made you come out here?
No. That's not what made me come out here. Not at all. So, I moved to Maryland at 15, 10th grade, finishing out high school, got around, those adolescent years of, thinking I was grown and doing unnecessary shit, ripping and running in the streets,
Sure.
taking people off, whatever it took. And I was talking to a girl on MySpace, and she lived in Denver, Colorado, and we talked for a minute online. and she invited me to come visit her. I came out here, and it was just the right time. They gave me a proposal to stay, and who knew? In 2013, I met Body Bags. My first battle was with Lacquer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you decided to just move out here and
Yeah.
kind of pursue your career out here?
Yeah, September 2012.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
But once I hit the pavement, okay, so I'm not from here. I didn't go to high school out here, so I went to CSU. I tried out in this tournament. It was my first time trying battle rap. I had battle rap like throughout the years, you know, backyard type shit on on the bus type shit,
Sure.
lunchroom type shit.
Sure.
But once I went to CSU, I was in the actual tournament. I came in second place, and from that tournament, Extra reached out to me, and he was like, "You want to battle Lacquer?" And I was like, you know, I'm being ignorant. I'm like, man, let me get some money. Like, you know, give me, I need $600, $700, you know, some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, you know, you beat this battle. I went out and shout out to Lacquer. He was my very first like platform battle. He got me. I think I choked in like maybe the second round. I think VO hosted that.
Damn.
VO hosted that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
against Lack.
against Lack, man, against Lacquer. And from there, everything just took off. From, you know, getting in contact with KG the Poet, to getting on URL, to, you know, having those PGs before they were PGs, proving round battles. You know, just putting myself out there, not really letting nothing, you know, stand in the way.
What year was that?
Lack,
Yeah.
2012.
2012? Wow, man,
Going
you came a
into
long way.
2013.
Came
Yeah.
a long way. That's dope. What was your first rap name?
Man, it was like CJ something stupid shit. See, it was CJ something. Around the Poetic Genius came around like 2000 and I want to say like 2008, 2009. you know.
Okay.
People just said I sounded poetic and sounded real smart. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
I went with it, and then when I came out here, you guys started calling me PG, and kind of stuck with it. It sounded cooler, so you know.
Yeah,
PG,
it's fire. And then now it's just PG,
Just
right?
PG.
It's
man.
not even Poetic
Not even
Genius.
Poetic Genius
It's just
no more.
PG. I like it, man. It's
Okay.
simple. It's quick. You know.
Thank you.
I think it's dope. But I think, you know, if you know where we coming from, we all are always gonna know you as a poetic genius. So
Yeah.
you know, that shit's fire. So you know, you'll always have that.
I appreciate it. Man. Spoken words.
Oh man, you know, like same kind of thing, man. Spoken words, it's the same kind of idea. A bum gave me my name. You know, I was rapping one day and a bum was like, "You should be spoken words," you know, and I was like, "Okay, that sounds kind of
Yeah, I
dope."
love that.
And then I tried to actually, like, when I got my record, I tried to use the name, but they wouldn't give me an ASCAP unless I spelled it different. So it was like a common sense situation where I couldn't just have either way. But it's not about me; it's about you. Back to you, man. Who are your biggest inspirations? Hip hop, sports, culture, acting, comedy. Like who inspires you?
Man, Jamie Foxx and Denzel for acting.
Dope.
I think they dope. Will Smith too. I got the Will Smith in there.
Dope.
For sports, I like Floyd Mayweather as an athlete. Not maybe so much his personality. Don't hate me, money Floyd. Kobe, rest in peace. You know. Man, what else did you ask me? You said athletes and something else. Oh yeah.
And it's just music wise.
Music wise, I grew up listening to like 50 Cent, Kanye West,
Dope.
T.I.
You're a young buck. I'm old as buck.
The whole I was G Unit. You know,
Okay.
I tell people that all the time.
Okay.
I was G Unit. I had the white beetle with the shoes.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what's up. Trying to get a record deal.
Right. Let me think. Man, these days though, I'm listening to everybody, man, from Moneybagg Yo to man, I could run through my list.
Yeah, for sure.
The whole CMG actually, the whole CMG. I'm trying to think, man. I feel like you put me on the spot.
Nah, man, yeah, I feel like I'm dating myself because I'm like, damn, those are like the next generation after me. Because I'm thinking like, you know, like old school type shit, fucking. But you're naming the stuff that I'm like, man, during that time, it was like a change of hip hop. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was like a whole new level, which is
Jay-Z's
dope
the ghost to me.
Yeah, which is dope because you were inspired from that generation, and now you're fucking killing it, you know.
Appreciate
So
it,
that's
man.
dope.
Appreciate it, man.
If you look back at your battle rap career, what's like your favorite battle rap moment? What's something that you look at like that really shifted things for you in your battle rap moment?
When I went to, I'm telling the story. I gotta tell the story. I go to Vegas with J Money, S. Dot Youngin, and J Hop, and they're taking me as like the sixth man on the bench.
I remember that.
They put me in like the sixth man on the bench, man, and we going to fucking Vegas. I don't know nan one of these people. Let me just tell you, I don't know none of y'all. We've never kicked it like that. They just called me on the flim. Somehow I think I might have straight up like $60-$80. I'm in the back seat, nothing but my 3 rounds. About to battle somebody named XP.
I remember that.
Man, we going and
Colorado.
I think it's a 9-hour drive. I think it's a 9. It's like a 9-hour
I
drive.
don't.
Man.
He's had the ladder.
This shit might be sitting over there. Man, it's like a 9-hour drive. It snows by the time we get through somewhere. I don't know, but they let S. Dot drive. We driving down the highway and the car then like slid off the road and we didn't turn sideways and we just like sliding down like halfway in the median type shit.
Damn.
That's like the first thing. So I think they might have switched seats and money and shit. So we hopped in the whip and we still drive. We go to this gas station, shady ass gas station.
Hey, make sure you give an eye contact to this main angle. Just so, like, you know.
I got you.
But I got you, though. Keep cooking. Go ahead, give us
Man, we go to this shady ass gas station. I lie to you not. Me and S. Dot go in the bathroom. S. Dot walk in the bathroom, put his phone on the sink, use the bathroom, must wash his hands, walk outside. When he get in the car, he can't find his phone. He go in the back in the gas station and get his phone. Phone's not only gone, but he called it. They didn't cut the service off. Somebody stole it and cut the service off right away. So now he missing all his raps. So, you know, he like on 10. He like, bro, like, you know, like, damn, bro, I'm about to go out here. You know what I'm saying? And we get there and man, just it was a wild time. But I battled XP and I lit his ass up, man. Shout out to XP. Pause. I lit XP up, man. He hit me with some shit like, I'll make you a Colorado. And it was, man, I was just, Danny Myers was there, man, Rum might have been there, KG was there, Bobby Lee was there. It was a park full of people, man, and I got a chance to really, like, you know what I'm saying, show my talent. That was the first time I think that I really got a chance to really get off, you know what I'm saying. I was, you know, I'm the one who got it and shit.
That's dope, man. Well, kind of leading up, like, I feel like that was a time where you were just being introduced to the scene, right? So with that, there's a specific moment that I particularly remember because I battled that night, and I kind of came out in the battle rap scene like a cappella style, because I had been freestyle battle rapping before, like just old school type shit. But when it came to a cappella battle rap, you know, I was, you know, I had the J Money battle. That was my first a cappella battle rap, and then from then on, it was like I feel like I came around the same time you did. You know what I mean? And one of the moments that I remember, and we talked about this before, was when you battled S. Youngin. And I feel like that's an important thing to talk about, because just talk to me a little bit about that night, because there was something about that night that you had a chip on your shoulder. I feel like there was something about where it's like you were an underdog for sure. Everybody had S. Youngin winning that night,
yes.
You know, and you came in and you pretty much bodied him. And his third round, he had like a half round, and then he made excuses about that. You didn't deserve it or something like that. But by that time, you had already pretty much bodied him. Tell me what you were going through that night, and how did that battle shift things for you?
Man, you know, the determination of that battle was money off top. Let me just say that.
Okay.
That was a bet on that battle.
What was the bet on that?
I think it was $400 a piece, so $800 battle.
Okay.
I had just got back from being in the oil field. I had been in the oil field for 32 days straight, you know, being around people that didn't even know nothing about rap, barely spoke English, you know, just busting my ass, pause, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just out there cleaning vessels, power washing vessels.
Damn.
Out in Rollins, Wyoming.
Damn.
You know, so I'm keeping in contact with everybody through online, and all I see is them talking shit, just talking shit. S. Young is this, S. Young and that. I find out Norbs is coming, he's scouting S. Young. I get there.
I remember that. Norbs,
Norbs,
he was coming through.
Right,
Yeah.
he was scouting S. And at the time, man, S. we wasn't as cool as we are now, but it was, you know, just had the attitude like fuck 'em. And when I got on stage and what happened with the crowd, and I took off my shirt and I had the white beat on and shit, I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it. Like, it's whatever. I felt like we was no longer in the building. We outside now for real.
Right.
And shit, I just took off. You seen him, man. Shout out to S. But S. did walk off stage. He did, you know, pretty much throw in the towel in the last round. You know, it is what it is. Classic battle, man. You know, it is what it is.
That's dope, man. I clearly remember that night because I battled Ace. If I remember, I battled Ace Young and Lil Ace.
We all look
Ace
alike.
Lil Ace.
We all look alike.
Lil
I
Ace.
just get-
And I got bodied. This is the first time I ever got booed off stage. Like, it was not good. And to see after that you come up and just fucking absolutely kill it was inspiring, man. Because it, you know, lit fire into my ass. So I was like, man, next time this ain't happening. Moving on. After the success and the Proving Grounds, URL drops, and more recently the Hitman Holla Show, Bags and Bodies. How did the support from your peers make you feel?
From that success?
Yeah.
Man, it made me feel, I wouldn't say alone, but it made me feel like, it put me in a place of, I don't know, isolation.
Well, let me kind of ask this, because I feel like I feel like you don't get the respect you deserve sometimes. You know what I mean? And like to get the validation, right? Like, how has that been for you? Like, because I feel like you've worked your ass off. You're one of the most consistent MCs in Colorado, battle-wise, music-wise. Like, to not really get validated completely, like, you know, what does that make you feel? Does that lit fire under your ass to keep going? Is that what keeps you going? Because you're probably the most consistent MC I know out here.
It definitely pushes me to stay in the forefront and try to show people that it can be done, you know, as I keep showing over and over, just applying myself.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't apply themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And I realize that as we keep growing in the culture, as we keep growing with the battle rap scene. Shout out to VO. Let's take time. Let's do it. Get some on top of it.
But like, you know,
Even with the
check this. But this is the thing, right? Because I feel like people doubt you still.
Yeah.
And then you got on Bags and Bodies, right?
Yeah. And then they turned their nose.
And
a
then
lot of people
exactly.
turned their nose up, and it was like, you didn't deserve it, or, you know, I didn't put myself out
Right.
there, or I didn't,
Right.
you know, like I said, apply myself. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I always remember, nobody owes you nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody owes you nothing, and the more I, like, in that same breath, I have people like, you know, real support that have, you know, stayed in contact with me, stayed in, you know, huge support that never knew me, know me now, and, you know, will be forever, you know, fans of my work.
Yeah.
So I can't really complain about those that, you know, don't pay attention, you know.
Right.
You know, because if I focus too much on that, then I'll miss out on, you know, feeding the people that are paying attention.
Right,
you know?
right.
And
Talk a little bit more about behind the scenes of Bags and Bodies. Like what was that like? Like, how did you even get into that? Like, what was it like being behind the scenes? Give us a little bit of an insight of what that experience was like for you. Because a lot of us don't get that experience, you know.
Man, I saw Hitman Holla had posted a flyer talking about he was going to do something like it. You know, he was having auditions in 4 cities, LA, New York, Texas, and St. Louis. And I went out to LA. I got booked a battle. Went out to a battle, man, won. And that was on the 18th of, I think, September or June or something like that. And the next day was the auditions.
Okay.
And from where I was, it was like 9 minutes in walking distance. So, man, I ended up walking, and it was, you know, you had to come and spit your best shit. I went, I spit like 2 16s, you know, just nonstop, you know, and I did my thing, man, after having a classic battle with Man One the day right after.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was really just putting in that work, but to also answer your question behind the scenes, well, I tell people this is one of the most times why I doubted myself, my skills being in the house, you know, like it was like, I felt like the underdog, like we talk about being an underdog out here. Imagine being around the underdog, around cats who think they are top tier, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, every day is, man, I got this, I got hot 16 ready right now, you know, everywhere I went, you know, every corner of the house, everybody's like on that type of time, you know, writing, ooh, I just wrote this for you, Spoke, I just wrote it, you know, like on shit like that, like, what the fuck, like, what, you know, like, I just came in the house, I just went and got Waffle House, like, you know,
Damn.
you know,
Yeah.
every time I turned around, also, man, you met a lot of good people, and you get to see the comparisons between you and other people. Like you go through the same shit they go through. You know, like trying to do this music and the rap shit. You know, and the battle rap shit. You know, putting yourself out there.
Yeah, that's wild, man. Like I think that you were bred for that because out of a lot of MCs out here, you battle the most. You know what I mean? Like,
you know,
I'm amazed with how many fucking battles you've had. And as a battle rapper and a writer, I'm very impressed with your consistency, right? Because it's like I know how hard it is to fucking work on this shit. You know what I mean? Like it takes time.
Imagine being in the house with 18 people.
So here's my thing, like
3 rounds
and
in
more
4
of a,
days.
right, and more of a personal question. Like sometimes I really don't write until I have to, you know, unless I got a battle. You know what I mean? Like, do you write like every day?
No, I don't write every day.
Okay.
I try to write music at least every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as battle rap, no.
But do you write bars like even if you're not getting ready for a battle?
Just
Like, is there bars
one-liners.
there that you fucking
Like,
have that you just
one-liners.
okay?
Like, yeah, just
Okay.
one-liners.
I mean, I have to imagine that's the way you do it because it's like exercise, right? Like you gotta write. You know what I mean? So even if you're not preparing for somebody, like I've noticed that sometimes you're not very personal. You just got bars. You know what I mean? Like, and so you know, it just amuses me because I feel like I could use a little bit of that where I can have more of bars versus just personal shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes personal shit can bite you in the ass. I've seen
It can.
people get
It
too
definitely
personal.
can. It definitely
In the
can.
crowd
I've noticed that.
sometimes,
Yeah. And I think that the key is just to be consistent and just keep writing, which you do the most. So
appreciate
I hands down to that. 100%.
Cheers, man.
Cheers to that, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
If I may interject a question.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
get to
kind
that.
of
I
about
probably
like
was gonna get
the personal side of things, you know. Rap lyrics are being used in court to testify people now with the RICO charges and everything. You see Gunna, you see all the rappers that have been indicted. Well, battle rap is a sport that is known for exposing people and telling people what got going on. What do you take as far as your approach to talking about people that are in active investigations? And is it snitching if you expose somebody during a battle rap? Let's take it to like some different shit. Using lyrics against somebody. We're in a sport where we use lyrics against people. What do you think about that?
I don't talk about nobody personally that I don't personally know.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, you know, you don't put, I don't know, certain things. We all got fucking imperfections, you know.
True.
We all got problems. We all got skeletons in our closet. So I feel like it's a touchy subject. Always stay on cue, stay on guard. Expect somebody to say some shit about you. You know, it's always surprising to me, even still to this day, what somebody has to come up with. But you got to be ready for the consequences when you speak on people's behalf. And as far as when people are like indicting themselves and speaking on shit that they do, like.
So as far as paperwork and research and exposing people, now we're talking about using lyrics against people in court, but we use people's life against them in lyrics. Sure. How can battle rap become snitching, and how slippery is that slope when you're exposing somebody with an active case or this, that, and the third? You gotta see where I'm coming from with here. Like, your job is to expose your opponent. Sure. You know what I'm saying? So if you're bringing up something they got going on, sure. Are you snitching? Should it be used against them if their opponent? But I mean, obviously, if you were able to dig it up, the prosecutor was as well, because it's open evidence.
Public information.
So let's talk about just lyrics and snitching. Spoke, you gotta.
Well, who was it? Was it fucking? There was somebody
Big K.
Just Big K. Big K just had a battle where he just kind of called out this dude on his time and his sentencing and whatnot, which I thought was a great angle. I wouldn't even know that. I didn't even know that battle. I didn't even know about that battle until I seen
his angle.
It was like a title cat on Facebook, and so I saw
was
it,
that the dude that I think his name, I think it was Adi Boom.
Yeah.
his angle was that he was a snitch.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he was exposing
Yeah,
information.
That's why it was
it
such a
was-
great. That's why it was such a great thing to do, because you're not just snitching on someone, right? You're actually just bringing up the fact that you did the wrong
And I
thing.
think
But you
that's
guys
okay.
all
And I'm
have had
exposing
some
you on
wild
that, you know?
allegations,
Right.
even in Detour versus PG. Like, you didn't really have wild allegations because everything has been dismissed, but there were some wild allegations made in that. So, what element of exposing somebody or knowing this, that, and the third is snitching? And I'm just asking, and some of this might be clipped from the interview. So,
Well, not just
I
saying.
mean, we're
well,
just recording, we're podding right now.
I think it's general. I think it.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary, right? Like, I mean, I think that you can do that, but it's like, at the end of the day, it comes to bars, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right?
that's what it boils down to.
But here's the thing, not to cut that off, but to
No.
segue on to something
We'll
like that.
go right into
One of the
that
things
scene.
what I wanted
But
to,
I just was wondering. I
Well-
was just wondering.
After you left the Bags and Bodies house, there was rumors that you dissed a guy whom recently passed away. Like, what do you want to clear about that situation? Because that was one thing that I was kind of curious about.
I don't know where that came about. There was nobody particularly that I
mean, why does that even, like, it's battle rap, right?
Right,
But,
right.
like, why was
It's
that a
battle rap.
thing? Like,
That's-
I don't
man,
understand.
and I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a slap in the face to me because it was like 2 months. It was like a month.
Do you
and a
feel
half.
like that was like maybe just a card that they pulled? Like, we're just gonna use that excuse to just get him out because we gotta get this dude in, or like, do you feel like come on, like, do you feel like you should still be on the show? You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't the case. That
Okay.
wasn't the case. That wasn't the case.
Okay.
The show was over.
Okay.
Yeah, the show
Okay.
was over, and
I didn't understand exactly how the show went.
All right, so the show.
I thought for some reason like you didn't get to keep going.
Nah.
show.
We got down to. I'm not gonna tell you the whole thing, but
Right.
the show was done. The winner had won. I got back home. We a month later,
Yeah.
and I get word that I said something in a battle that made the person that I battled feel some type of way. And
What battle rapper was that?
I'm not gonna say no names.
I got you. Okay.
Because if I say the name, then you'll
What
know.
was the bar?
The bar was something about from how it was projected to me was that this person thought I said something specifically about somebody that had recently passed away, and the bar that I said was I said something along the lines of I said playing victim not in my presence. I don't know, maybe you should change your message because a lot of your homies seem to die from the same drugs you brag about selling. He be like, I got. And if I go into the next line, you'll know what I'm talking about. But they took that as.
So the friend passed away from some drug abuse.
I didn't know that. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? But they
Gotcha.
tried to correlate that, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Correlate that and put a name on it.
That's a very touchy situation because it's battle rap.
Yeah,
You know what I
not
mean?
only
Like,
that.
I get it.
But it-
like rest in
Check this, check this,
peace,
check this,
but
check this, check
at the
this.
same time,
Check
it's
this,
like,
check this, check
bro,
this.
this should not be.
Check this.
I mean, we're not on a fucking conversation
Check this.
podcast.
Let him get
Check
shit.
Sure.
Let's hear it.
Sure.
Before we battled, me and this person talked, my opponent. He said, yo, such and such just passed, and my mother died. If you say these things, I wouldn't feel cool about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell him, I said, bro, I'm not thinking of neither one of those things.
Right.
That wasn't my mind. My angle was talking about this person who plays the role of selling drugs in the street, this and the third, but is a teacher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That and we put a bet on it. It was because of me this person was in the house on Bags and Bodies. You know what I'm saying? After the battle, he hugged me this and the third. We both went home. We both came back to Atlanta. We both was at the premiere. We took like 19 photos together. None of this came about. We go back home, and I get contacted through Facebook from somebody else.
So he was faking the front. He was
But my
fronting.
thing is, if you felt some type of way, why am I just hearing about this now? Like,
Right.
why, you know?
You said what's up after the battle.
Right,
You
and,
said, "We're cool."
and my whole angle wasn't about.
So then
your
after
friend.
he met you, he went home, made a complaint about it.
Yeah, 2 months later.
See, I don't think that's like, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but that's That's some bitch shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be honest. That, you know, it's a battle rap.
I thought he was my friend. I thought he was my friend, and I
get it.
I thought he could talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know you felt some type of way. You know, why am I hearing this? You know, like whatever. And again, that wasn't my angle.
Have you ever went home after a battle and been like, this person upset me, you know, for what he said? Have you ever went home and did that?
J Money, and the whole J Money situation. Everything was cool.
Yeah, he said the dad stuff.
He said what he said, and we let shit slide. But like a week or two later, he started popping off on Facebook talking about you didn't do nothing when I said what I said.
Sure.
Started antagonizing the situation type shit, and then he went into hiding. He hid for like a year and a half.
Still hiding.
Bro, he ain't come out
Where
to
you
not
at?
one fucking
Where
event.
you at?
One fucking event. So you said what you said,
Where you
and
at,
then you
bro?
tried to antagonize the situation.
Sure. I mean, do you feel like there should be boundaries? Is that what, like, should we not say something specific like that? Like, what do you think on that?
I thought in the battle he said what he said, and he should have left it at that. As far as money, as far as my situation, that wasn't my angle. I wasn't going for a dude's homie. And as I continue, I talk specifically about you being fake and acting like you trapping this and the third. I don't even talk about that no more. I start talking about some other shit.
Sure.
You should like. I even talk about like I start breaking down other shit. But
Sure.
it is what it is, man.
No, I feel you.
But let me say this though, I talked to everybody, we good, you know what I'm saying? They know my mind and my heart was at.
Yeah,
so,
no.
you know what I'm saying?
There's no
So
problem.
with it.
You know, we're just discussing things.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought it up, you know what I'm saying? No hard feelings whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people have said some pretty harsh things about me, but at the same time, I said I say things
But
back.
they meant it though.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's battle rap. And I think for me, like, if someone were to ask me
Let me ask you
if
this.
there's rules or boundaries, me personally, there's no rules or boundaries except for touching and, like, you know, things. I mean, even a small touch, okay.
But there's a difference. I mean, let's.
But like I've
let's
said,
revert
but
back
people
to-
have said the
let's
worst
revert-
things to me,
Let's
bro.
revert
Like
back
people
to
have
your
said the
last battle.
worst
Let's
things.
revert back to your last
Right.
battle. Let me ask
Sure.
you this.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you think it's more offensive for your opponent to say, let's say he mentions, okay, you lost somebody, right? He says, oh, you lost somebody, love of your life, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Continue on. Let's say his angle was to say you're a shitty person.
Sure.
Versus to say, oh, you lost Michelle, or I don't know her name, you know, whoever.
Right.
And she died because of this, and she died because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm trying to be meaningfully to hurt you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to like, and I'm really antagonizing.
That's why I just hit him with dad jokes.
You see what I'm saying? But it's like it's
I feel you.
a difference between like brushing your shoulder and really trying to like I'm trying to humiliate you. I'm trying to make you feel like emotional. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And you know.
Well, the thing is I never wanted to do something like that until I battled Brazak.
Okay.
Right, because with Brazak, he went off on Nicole, and then I wasn't gonna say nothing about his brother.
But again, he said her name. He was like trying to hurt. I didn't say this person's name.
Right, and even with Grade A, same thing. Like he went in hard on that. You know, like what are you supposed to do? We're battle rappers. I don't want to
ruin.
Her
name too, or no?
Yeah, yeah. He did.
But see, like that. But they're
here's the
trying
thing.
to hurt.
What are
you
you gonna
like,
do? Are you
purposely.
gonna punch the guy? Are you gonna start a fight? Because then now you're just gonna be known as ruining the event, you know. And nobody wants to come to body bag battles because people fight and things like that.
Shit.
So you know, I don't think that there's any boundaries when it comes to battle rap. And I got tough skin. I can take it, right? But you better take it when I give it back to you. And that's my situation.
I feel like, man, it's a certain type of respect too.
Right.
Like,
So
everybody, nobody else would use that angle because it's like it's stupid. Like, why am I?
You don't have to use it, right? It's not something.
I didn't say no shit like that about you.
Right.
Think about that.
No, you didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
you didn't say no shit like that about me. I don't think.
I mean, no.
Did you say something like that?
I was just being semi-racist.
You lost your dad.
Did
you say?
I hate. By the way, my first round for versus you was dope as fuck. But after that, I was like, that trash, all that. So you bodied me too. But it's okay. I'll take
My favorite line was,
that's the other thing. Battle rappers don't know how to take losses, bro. You know what I'm saying? I took a loss against PG. I'll admit it. You know what I mean? Take a loss when you know you got to take a loss. You know, the Vols took a loss. Admit that shit. Okay.
I've never lost.
Anyways.
All I do is win.
Good conversation.
I haven't even talked about.
Moving on.
All right, let's move into a song. Can I pull
Right.
it up? I gotta talk
hold
in the
on.
background.
So here's the thing. Real
What's
quick.
the song called? Is it on YouTube?
No,
Yes.
back at
What's it
get
called?
that
But let
ready.
me pull
I got one more
29.
question. I got one more question.
PG.
29.
29.
I got one more question
Man,
before we
what's
get
the
into
weather
that. Okay. Okay. One more question. Right? We're still good. We live. All right.
No, not yeah. I'm still right there. Look right here. We got
Okay.
it.
Cool. We before we get into that.
You're
okay?
recording right there, but getting like side angles with that.
Yeah, I
Okay,
got
okay,
some
okay.
fire ass
So-
footage on this one.
all right,
I know,
segment-
but I mean, I got the full angle
Okay,
here,
okay.
so we don't crap
All
it
right.
all
You
up.
ready? Here's
But I
another
only
thing.
got like 8 minutes left,
Okay,
so we're
here we
gonna.
go. We're gonna have to wrap this up, but I wanted to go with this real quick. Everyone calls PG the GOAT of Colorado battle rap, peers and fans. Okay, what responsibilities do you feel like comes with being the greatest of all time in our region, city, and state right now?
Consistency, always being dope, always being fire, staying ready. You know what I'm saying? Taking on some of the hardest opponents. As you see, I haven't deflected from nobody. You know what I'm saying? From Detour to Lou Castro to Dre Dennis to Young Cannon to, just putting yourself out there, for the world to know that, you really here.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? Because one day we going to go, but our voices and what we leave on this screen going to be forever.
Dope, man. That's a dope message, bro. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate everything you fucking do, dog.
Hey,
Like,
right
straight
on.
up,
I
man. I
appreciate
know
this, bro.
we had a battle and everything and it was a war, but dude, you're a brother, man, and
I
anything
appreciate
you
it.
ever need, you
Likewise,
always
man.
holler at me. Now we're gonna get
Let's
into this
review
next segment.
this.
Hold
Let's
on, we're gonna get into this next segment, all right?
Yep.
So we're gonna do PG is not only killing it in the battle rap scene all over the place, but he's also making dope music. So we're gonna introduce you guys real quick. I'm gonna let PG introduce his new video. All right, so go ahead and look at the camera.
Yo, like he said, man, it's your boy PG. My slogan is everything rated R, Mississippi to Maryland to the box. What we checking out right now is 29 by yours truly. Something I just dropped like 2 weeks ago. Check it out. Tell me how you feel.